Hi everyone, it's Agnes, and I have got a viewer's question today from Mark about letting go and dropping it. So, I'm going to share with you Mark's question, and then I'm going to share with you what has actually worked for me over the last 3 decades in relation to this question. Okay? So, Mark says, if you are looking for video ideas, I would love a video on letting go and dropping it, but not the normal one type. As everyone says, drop the need, drop the wanting, drop the timing, etc. I know you made this type of video before, but now the how part. So, explaining, do you continue to affirm? Do you continue to visualize? Do you stop scripting? Do you take down pictures of vision boards, of desires, etc.? So when letting go, as Hicks mentions, to go general in relation to, in this case, a specific person. So it would be great with a video with more of a game plan. Self-love concept 80-20. Yes, I know about that. Thanks. Okay, Mark, very good question. And I do think, we hear lots of different things. I'm going to share with you what's worked for me, okay? Not the theory, but the experience. So, in terms of affirming, in terms of visualizing, still reading a script and looking at a vision board, what does that mean to let go the how? All right? I personally still did those things. Why? Because I enjoyed it, because it's fun to connect with your desire through affirming, through visualizing, through scripting. It was a fun process. I basically disregarded the letting go and dropping it, as in I continued to do the practices, but I will say I let go and dropped it while I was in between these particular activities. So, when at work, when with friends, when with family, when exercising, whatever, I would drop it unless I was out for a walk and I was affirming and walking. Okay? So, I think it's important to not get obsessed, because if you're doing something 24/7, there's a whole bunch of need behind that. It's fine to have a desire, but to continue to be like a dog with a bone and never let it go, that's, I think, using all the processes to force. Okay? I don't think dropping it is something that I would suggest. Why? Because I know that I enjoyed doing it. Now, in terms of manifesting the 3 cars that I've had since I first started doing the law of attraction and using the law of attraction, Neville's work, all the other teachers, to create these things that I wanted, I enjoyed looking at my vision board. It was at the bottom of my bed and I could see it. So I would wake up in the morning and it was there, and it was the first thing I saw. So it put in my mind the solution of everything that I wanted. So it really worked for me to still see that every morning. But did I stand in front of it all day? No, I would go off and do other things. So I would let it go in between. When I wasn't on my walk and affirming, I would let go of affirmations. When I was in meditation, I would do my imaginal scene, and then when I'd go and do the dishes, I would do something else. Now, if my mind started to go on to something negative, then I would use the Ho'oponopono. I wouldn't just try and keep affirming or keep visualizing or keep... There was some element of using the Ho'oponopono to stop the mind going into I haven't got, I haven't got, I haven't got. Now, as many of you know that have been around a while and have heard my story, you know that I've manifested quite a lot of things. I have used this focusing. I wouldn't drop things for a month. No, I would drop them for periods of time during the day, but I would always go back to it because it was enjoyable to think about the desire. So I have created, as said, the 3 cars, the being free from a boss, now having a laptop lifestyle, as they say, and moving around to different countries and traveling and taking my work with me, and also having the best relationship I've ever had with my specific person. So if you can use what is said, but then test it out in your own life with your own experience and see what works, don't always just take what people say, but test it out. Like when I was reading all these different authors, they would be sometimes contradicting each other. And I'd be thinking, okay, I'm a bit confused. Then I thought, okay, hang on a minute. Let me try this and see what happens. And I would try things out. You cannot get any better evidence than your own experience. Even someone else's experience isn't as good as yours because you have to prove it to yourself that it works, you see. Okay? So I will put down below and also up in the corner here the list of the manifestations that I have created, my personal ones around work, around meaningful work, around money, around my relationships, around travel, around breaking free of having a boss. And there have been lots of weird and wonderful other little quirky things happen along the way, and some big things too. So if you want to actually hear that in more detail, so you understand the background of my manifestations to help you a little bit, the playlists and the videos links to the YouTubes will be there for you. So also one more YouTube that I will recommend, one tip to power up your manifesting. This is something that's really helped me as well, and the link is down below. Lots of love, everyone, and a big hug to you from London, England today, and I will see you as always in the next YouTube.